Blue Streak 54, turn right heading 310.
Right turn heading 310, Blue Streak 54.
Blue Streak 54, final maintain 16000.
I'm making 16000, Blue Streak 54.
Blue Streak 6083, contact Atlanta Center on 135.35.
Atlanta 13535, have a good day, Blue Streak 5083.
Blue Streak 620, turn right heading 360.
Right turn heading 360, Blue Streak 54.
November 2380, contact Atlanta Center on 135.35.
3535, good day, 142, Julius here. Departure Pima, 79, climb to 2.2, grade those, heading 240.
T-Lock 6799, start departure, radar contact, maintain 8000.
Maintain 8000, Kilo 799.
T-Lock 6799, starting 270.
Heading 270, Pima 799.
Blue Streak 620, clear direct credit, contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
3455, direct credit, Blue Streak 51.
T-Lock 6799, starting 290, showing the hay rate transition, climb and maintain 10,000.
Heading 290, join the hay range position, and we'll be out to 799.
On 10,000, T-Lock 6799.
Maintain 100,000, 799.
Departure American 895, 4000, Club 8.
American 895, contact the East Coast on 164.0.
Press.
Bidder 4961 with you, 200, we have down to 17 a little bit.
There 4961, start coast, start out from the 3014.
14.
correction, Jet 746, right turn 2.21.
Jet 746, start course to radar contact. Jet 746, flying 270.
Return 270, Jet.
Departure American 990, 2000, climbing 8000, 240.
American 990, start course to radar contact. Line 5799, contact rear approach on 119.4.
Okay, 119.4,
You there 4961, just going to maintain 13,000. You there 4961, just going to maintain 13,000.
That's 13,000. Thanks, commuter 4961.
American 990, flight 270.
Heading 270, American 990.
Jet 746, I'm going to 310, maintain 1,000.
Return 310 up to 1.
Beautiful. Morning, guys. Sorry to bother you so early in the morning.
673, heading 240.
I guess it's not that early anymore.
Line 6073.
I guess it's not that early anymore. Feels early. Feels very early. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having an excellent morning. Thank you, Kevin. Got my water right here and some sweet tea. I am currently in the shade, basking in the shade over here on this side of the garage this time. We were over on the other side last time. You can see how incredibly bright it is over there. All that light is shining over here for us this morning. I promise I won't keep you long. It will be
270,
a couple hours or so. Welcome one and all to back to Charlotte-Douglas International. We were here yesterday.
200 and the right turn heading 240.
Last night, I should say. Good times. Thank you for stopping by, guys.
8,000 American 20.
Absolutely good times. Slept very well at the hotel. Just grabbed some tea from Jangles. Cappuccino from Starbucks, but I couldn't drink it. I'm spoiled. Being able to make them at home. I'll hold out. A bunch of aircraft coming down here. We're on 19er left operations right now here at CLT Charlotte-Douglas.
Direct critter, Jet 740.
Right heading 360, American 990.
Harmon does stuff. Hello to you, man. Hope all is well. Matt Simmons, good to see you.
270 heading American 2316.
David Atkinson, good morning to you. Aiken Aviation. Well, good morning to you guys. Nice to have you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hope you guys are having a good one thus far.
746, contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
13455, Jet 742.
American 990, climbing maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, American 990.
Line 6073, climbing 360, climbing maintain 16,000.
Stephanie, Dustin, Paul. Morning, you guys. Morning, Delta Whiskey Aviation Plus. There he is right there. That's Dustin. That's a good guy right there. Good morning, Dustin. Hope all is well up in PA. We'll see you in a couple days.
Direct Bob to the American Airlines.
Departure VC 5624, 240, calling VLS.
VC 5624, start course, radar 55.
Yeah, Brian Hutchison called it, man. 25th anniversary was on Tuesday. Wednesday, I was promptly kicked out for the night. Promptly kicked out for the night. Last aircraft was Seattle, A321neo to Seattle, American 2529. On the move now, Asheville. Embraer, Piedmont 6030.
13535, American 990, we'll see you.
Departure American 25, 29, 2400, climbing via...
I will probably stay till about noon. Jump on the road, head on back to town. Take care of some stuff. Meet you guys back in D.C. on Friday. Dulles on Friday, Haynes on Sunday. I think this is the way that's going to go. Weather permitting, which I suspect is going to be permitting. I've never been tempted to jump in the Potomac, but I might be. I do hope you guys are having excellent Thursday mornings, man. We are over the hump, almost there.
Direct Jet, maintain 16,000, Blue 624.
Maintain 8,000, Piedmont 6030.
Leader 4961, contact rear approach on 119.4.
Oh, 9.4, she 49, 61.
Very nice. CRJ-9 to Traverse City, PSA 5433. Next up will be CRJ-9 to Atlanta, PSA 5039.
Say again, 5624.
Hey, good morning, approach exec jet 536, out of 4200, climbing 5,000, 190 sign. 13536, thank you.
Approach 34422 with 200 for opens at 17 Curly.
Shout out to Charlotte Airport Operations for being so gracious to let us stream up here for a couple days. Absolutely avoid the heat, because it would certainly be getting us right now down at the Overlook. That was my plan, was to go to the Overlook, but the closer I got to the airport and was feeling the heat, like, yeah, I don't think I could do that today. It's a little too exposed. And I can actually feel an excellent breeze right now up here on the hourly deck at Charlotte-Douglas International. One of my favorite spots.
9,000, exec jet 536.
I'm
gonna go let him cross the street, looks like.
270 on the heading, 6433.
Making excellent headway on the fourth runway expansion here. Let's take a look at this. That's where it's going to come down and turn in, I guess, the taxiway.
No, I don't think they got it. We passed it along to clearance at the ground agreement.
Man, look how tall it is. That's crazy.
135.35, this is 634.
Turn left, 170 is exit 536.
That is one stout construction and well drained and just laden with sensors and technology that'll help with maintenance of the
Climb maintain 16,000 is exit 536.
surface itself in terms of, I'm sure that continual usage from all this heavy weight along with the stresses of heating and cooling and expansion and contraction and continual all the time over the years, along with the beating and the heat and the tires, you know, all the rubber.
270, Lucian 39.
November 4, Portland, Charlie, start park, radar contact. November 4, Charlie, just maintain 2 positive and opposite bottom.
At 250 on the speed, till advised, Portland, Charlie.
Lucian 433, clear the right bonus, climb and maintain 90,000.
Direct landing, climb maintain 900,000, Lucian 433.
The old midfield taxiways.
Clear direct to Queens, exit 536.
Currently getting some TLC, a little renovation. Miami, excuse me, A321 Neo to Miami, 1436 American Airlines.
For departure, American 3080, 1900 climb eastbound.
Break up 422, descend and maintain 1,000.
Descend between 1313,000 per square, 4422.
Lucian 433, climb maintain 16,000.
16,000, Lucian 5433.
Portland, Charlie, turn left at 270.
Left turn 270, Portland, Charlie. American 3080, 2600 climb eastbound.
Catch up with these numbers here in 1 second.
Right turn 270, Portland, Charlie.
American 3080, start park, radar contact, maintain 7,000.
7,000, American 3080.
Forward approach number 4994, East Queen 1, descending for 17,000.
T-Mon 6030, climb maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, T-Mon 6030.
Lucian 639, good red bomb, climb maintain 16,000.
16,000, direct Bob, Lucian 639.
November 4, Charlie, turn right at 11, 330.
Okay, that
Heading
is
now for Portland, Charlie.
ERJ 1455838, Piedmont to Gulfport. Next up will be Liberia. That'll be the TWA Retro livery.
Approach number 4994,
American 887.
17,000.
CRJ 92 Avoca, PSA 5058. A321-211 to Providenciales, that's American 611. ERJ to Knoxville, Piedmont 5950. 321 to Montego Bay, American 875. And an ERJ to Jackson. Oh man, totally missed an arrival, my bad. I am so not used to looking for arrivals at this location. But I have learned my lesson the hard way, once again.
Departure, P-Bob 5838,
That
24 share heading.
was a 777 out of Miami sneaking in on us. American 3085. I will never not look right again. Here comes another one. A320-214. It's not a triple, but it is another aircraft. 1518, American Airlines out of DC-8. I think she's coming in on us. Sorry, guys. Failed you again. Typical situation. Springfield crossing the street down there, followed by San Antonio, followed by Moline, followed by Mobile, followed by Knoxville. Next up on departure, Liberia, TWA Retro. Good times last night, guys, over on the other side of the garage. I'm sorry I found myself cemented in over there because of the flagship retro that we wanted to get as she was making her way in. I want to capture this aircraft taxiing, but We must get TWA.
American 38, maintain 16,000.
16,000, American 38.
Piedmont 6030, contact rear approach on 119.4.
119.4, Piedmont 6030.
Breakout 4422, cross contact, maintain 10,000.
Transit 10,000, grid 4422.
TWA retro to Costa Rica. And there's our arrival. I missed it too. How about that? Triple out of Miami, that was our A320-214 out of DC-8. Do not see anything else online for arrival here to sneak in on us, so they will move to Avoca, CRJ9, Blue Streak 5058. Very, very temperate at present. It is not brutal. Of course, I'm shielded right now from direct sunlight. I would not be if I was on the at the overlook today. No way I could do that, really. Looking forward to doing it, though, when the temperatures will allow.
Blue Streak 58, 2.3, coming 8,000.
Transit 10,000, 4994.
58, cross court, red on contact, maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8, Blue Streak 50, 58.
Next up, we have, let's see, who was that? That was 611 to Providenciales, A321-211. Next up, Knoxville, ERJ. Piedmont 5950 to Knoxville.
Piedmont 5830, contact Atlanta, send on 135.35.
3535, Piedmont 5838, yeah.
Blue Streak 5058, flying 270.
270, Blue Streak 50, 58.
So that used to come all the way across. Now it's going to kind of hit the runway, I think, right there. It's just going to tee over at that point now and hit the new runway, which is coming in from this direction eventually. There we go. It'll pick up right there, and they'll keep grading, or keep, grading and paving.
Endeavor 4994, contact We're approached on 119.4.
1194, Endeavor 4994. Have a good one.
Blue 35058, turn right heading 320, climb and maintain 16,000.
I turn 320, 16,000, Blue Street 50.
Looks like they're letting them across the street down there. Next up will be Montego Bay, A321, 231, American 875 to Montego Bay. Embraer to Jackson, 5824, Piedmont. Blue Streak 5595 to Georgetown, CRJ9 and 738 to Bridgetown. 7172 to Atlanta, Delta 3174. Bridgetown is 1263. American Airlines, Savannah back there.
5950, 2000 coming in.
And Beaufort.
2 miles to 950, Charlotte Sparks, the radar contact.
Dustin, thank you, brother. Good morning to you. Absolutely. Love a good morning stream. Me too. I don't get to do enough morning streams. I have to, like yourself, drive too far to get to them normally. Good morning, Linda. Nice to see you, Linda Allen. Matt Simmons, of course. Stephanie, thank you. Here we go. Here we are again. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should be apologizing to you guys. To you guys for doing this, for sure.
2 miles, 5950, climb 270.
Heading 270, 2 miles to 950. Departure is at 360, turn for Blue Street 5058.
Blue 350, upon the flight is 360, maintaining 16,000.
Alright, turn to 360, 16,000, Blue Street 58. Red box, if you want to down 50.
C-Mod 5950, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000, C-Mod to down 50.
Blue 360, clear direct critter. Contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
Critter 3455, Blue Street 5058.
Beautiful.
C-Mod 5950, maintain
5824 Jackson,
16,000, C-Mod to down 50.
Piedmont. Next up. PSA to Georgetown, CRJ9 5595.
Approach, breakout 3604,
American Eagle.
7000 Charlie.
Breakout 3604, Charlotte, Charlotte 3013, so maintain 13,000.
13,000, breakout 3604.
Ooh, make sure I drink my water. Says it's currently 81 degrees. The car says 85. Of course, it's out in the sun. I'm in the shade here, so hopefully I'm not echoing. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Glad to have you guys lurking in the background. Talking to Dustin and Stephanie, who are working like I should be. Georgetown on the move.
T-minus 5950, contact Atlanta Center on 135.35.
35, came off it down to the ship.
Next up, Atlanta, Delta 3174, 7172. So yeah, that will TN, I guess that barricade that we're looking at facing us there on the other side of the dirt. Right there is going to be the edge of where that's going to be where the new runway runs flush right across that. And there's a taxiway that's going to be in there as well, and that's all going to provide those end arounds that are going to keep the traffic just absolutely rolling here, man. It's already helped tremendously. When they're going this way, they still get trapped on this end, as you see right here, because the end around isn't finished yet. Pretty soon they'll be able to take a right and go around the end and not have to come across the airfield at all, which is what, you know, all that traffic that they were seeing here. It's not like it was poorly designed. It just grew. So just like in real life, using, and you know, like roundabouts and things like that really relieves a lot of congestion instead of holding people up at lights.
Mark 24, Papa maintain 16,000.
116,000, elongation 4.
Breakdown 3604, Papa Transat, maintain 10,000.
Cross Chance 10,000 for Garrett 3604.
Departure American 874, 2,500, climbing 8,000.
Departure up 3174, climbing 2,400 for 8,000.
Delta 3174, start departure radar contact.
Excellent to see you, Dustin. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Matt.
We did, American 874, 2,700, climbing.
Thank you once again, Linda. ATC is hopping this morning, aren't they? Wow, they are.
Delta 3174, flying 270.
270 up 3174.
Mark 24, clear direct exit. Contact Atlanta Center on 135.35.
Direct Esther 3535, elongation 24.
Beautiful.
Breakdown 3604.
What would be real sweet is if Etihad would land on us.
1944 for Garrett 3604.
Delta 3174, clear direct Bobby. Papa maintain 16,000.
Bob 16,000 up 3174.
Piedmont 5910 to Savannah. Before that, 738 to Bridgetown 1263. We have an arrival coming in here. Max 8 out of Chicago.
Mach 5800, 20.3 descending 17,000.
2 Mach 5800, cross approach, start off in 3013.
3013, Mach 5800.
Beautiful. 3248 out of Chicago O'Hare. 73 Max 8. There was a go around earlier, but I totally wasn't set up yet to be able to get it, so just had to watch it happen. Wow, lots of them across the street down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. One of them is across. That would be Chicago. Oh, that's our arrival, Chicago O'Hare. First up is going to be Syracuse down there. Currently patiently waiting. Looks like she's going to have to keep waiting while Viewport makes her way. A321, 231. Brutal. That's the part that makes, that stalls things up at the airport, and that's soon to be a thing of the past here. As soon as they finish that runway and those end arounds, it's over.
Charlotte 3174, Atlanta Center 135.34 today.
The 353, what did I hear for Delta 3174?
Yeah, it's 135.35, Charlotte 3174.
That was my second guess. 3535, Delta 3174. Take care.
Endeavor 5068 to LaGuardia.
Piedmont 5800 after, when you reach 17,000, it's a maintain 13,000.
Alright, when we reach 17, down to 13,000, Mach 5800.
Contact Charlie ground please on 121.9.
5068 to LaGuardia. Next up will be A321 Neo to Phoenix 1986. American to Phoenix 5045. Blue Streak to Springfield to follow. Rochester to follow. Columbia, Melbourne, Salt Lake City, Chicago O'Hare, Rapid City. Looks like they're going to let them cross. A couple of them anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waiting back there. Yeah, that's excellent. Good stuff, DW. Hope you're having a good day, man. Thank you. Linda, thank you. What happened to Tower? They were hopping. You're right. Thank you, madam. I appreciate you. I gotta go to the grocery store, but I'm going to kick that to the curb. That sounds like me. Greetings from Dallas. Looks like a great morning to Spire. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Citizen Towel. Pleasure. Thank you. Appreciate the kindness, guys. Hope you're having fine mornings, man. I really do. It's already 89. Feels like 96 in D.C. I bet, man. Phoenix on the move. Lost Tower, didn't we? 1986 to Phoenix. Next up, 5405 to Springfield.
Charlie, departure American 1986, 2,200 for 8,000.
American 1986 approach to American.
Absolutely beautiful out here at the moment, man. It is 84. It's rising quickly. It's going to be 104 degrees, I think, today here in Charlotte. But yeah, hopefully we'll be in the air conditioning on the way home by that point.
Maintain 10,000, you want to be 100.
American 1986, right turn 270.
Right 270, American 1986.
So departure, good morning, Blue Streak 5405, 2.3.
And it's going to be 100 plus in DC when we are there on Friday. So probably do an afternoon stream there as well into the evening, and probably seek the shelter of the fourth floor of the garage instead of the very top, as we normally would like to do, so we can catch the terminal action. I hate to do that, but
260, Blue Streak 5405.
we shall do that, and then we'll come back on Sunday and go over to Haynes and just hang out by the water for a few hours over there. That'll be fun stuff. I have to do that. My daughter is, I have to give her, I have to be there and pick her up and give her a ride and stuff. Don't have to, want to, should say. It just works out. I don't need, any excuse to stream, as you guys know. And those are good ones. Real good ones. CRJ9, Melbourne, PSA 5299, followed by 2602 to Salt Lake City, A321, 231. As they slowly train their way in over here. I like it when they're coming at us from this particular vantage point, but don't have that luxury today.
And a heading of 240, 3,100 for 8,000. Flight heading 270, Blue Streak 5377.
Direct Latch and Blue Streak 5405.
American 1986, Atlanta Center 135.35 today.
3535 today, American 1986.
Salt Lake on the move, 2602 to Salt Lake City.
Bridge 345, on the 160,000.
16,000, Blue Streak 5405.
Next up, 1038 to Chicago here.
Bridge 377, turn right 364.
Turn right heading 360, Blue Streak 5377.
departure American 2602, 2.5 for 8,000, heading 240.
American 2602, go back last check, starting 260.
260, American 2602.
Beautiful.
16,000, Blue String 5377.
Rapid City on the move.
Departure American 1038 is 2.2, climbing 8.
City 405, contact Atlanta Center 135.3 traffic today.
135, that's 135, Blue String City 405, good day.
Beautiful. Cannot thank you guys enough, man. Good times last night. Good times this morning right here at CLT Charlotte-Douglas. Hope you guys are having fine mornings thus far. 85 here feels like 92. 10 a.m. High should be around 98. That feels like a temp that would be around above a bit above. That feels like the temperature will be quite a bit above 100, I see. Yeah. Yeah, where'd the tower go? That's what I'm saying. There she is. They're back. They came back. I guess they didn't want to be reset.
270, American 1038.
Sorry, that was terrible. I thought something was coming. I think something is coming. That would be Piedmont 59462 Bluntbill. Followed by a Contour 3416 to Parkersburg. Max 8 to Mexico City. 73782 Kansas City. 319 to Key West. 321 to San Francisco. And Embraer 2, Fort Wayne. First up will be Bluntbill. They have the end around completed on the right-hand side over here. So they could get around no problems if they're coming the other way. No stoppage at all. But over here, they do have to wait on them to cross the street. Of course, there are none right now. One on the way back there. But they stack up quickly. Just like right in front of us here at this taxiway in front of us.
Thank you, Jojo 1038. 16,000.
I mean, the videos and the photos from back in, or not the photos, but the videos from back in the day. I mean, just 20 aircraft, I don't know, 15, right there. That taxiway used to come all the way across to that, I think to the whole, to this actual tarmac here. So they would really stack it up. I know it definitely came to that one.
American 1038, contact Atlanta Center 132.62, good day.
3262, American 1038.
No more waiting around on the runway. We're on the taxiway.
Right turn direct line in Julie.
That was Bluntbill. Next up is Contour to Parkersburg 3416. ERJ 140 long range.
1038 Atlanta Center, 132.62. 365579, traffic Atlanta Center, 135.35 today.
13535.
1 Julia Golf, to the Bob 250 now on 16,000, 36.
Bobsy, 16,000, Julia Golf.
Departure T-Mount 5946, 23 climbing 8,000, 240 heading.
Next up, Mexico City, 737 MAX 8, American 829.
Departure Volunteer 3416 is 2,900 per 8,000, heading 240.
So that was Mexico City. Next up, Kansas City. Whoops.
Command 46, I'm reckoning 330, Jojo, when able.
330, Jojo, when able, T-Mount 946. Departure Volunteer 3416 is 3,800 per 8,000, heading 240.
3416, radar contact, turn right in 270.
Right time 270, Volunteer 3416.
1 Julia Golf, contact Atlanta Center, 135.35.
13535,
Beautiful. Kansas City. Next up, Key West, A319-132 to Key West.
Departure American 829.
Good morning, Command 16, Charlotte, radar contact, turn up to Atlantic. 829, radar contact, right turn 270.
Right turn 270, American 829.
Good morning, Command 46, on to 16,000.
16,000, T-Mount 946.
Volunteer 3416, turn right in 330, on to maintain 16,000.
Heading 330 up to 16,000, Volunteer 3416.
319 to Key West.
Good morning, Command 16, Charlotte.
That would be American 1826. Next up, American 1677 to Cleveland, A320-232.
2,800, climb at 8,000, heading 240.
2062, radar contact. American 829, heading Trinidad.
Whoops.
7 heading to the American 829.
American 2052, radar contact, right turn 270.
Right turn 270, American 2052.
I think they're working on some of the runway renumbering this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw Charlotte put something out like that on their Facebook feed. Quite the undertaking. Have to pull up the signs, you know, replace them, probably set them in concrete, all that kind of stuff, you know. They have to paint it, you know, in huge numbers on the actual runway, you know. So have to take the old off, put the new on. I imagine that would take a little longer than you would think, you know.
Thank you, American 1826, Charlotte, radar contact. Volunteer 3416, direct Weasel.
Direct Weasel, Volunteer 3416.
2052, direct Bobsy.
Direct Bobsy, American 2052.
Andre 3844, departure, radar contact.
And by the runway renumbering, we mean that this particular runway that we're covering now used to be 1836 center, and then off in the distance over there was 1836 left and right. Same with behind us. That was the other 1-8 where we were yesterday, last night, filming on that side. That would be 1-8 left, 3-6 right. But now that's all 1-8-3-6 behind us, and now these 3 runways, this cluster over here, that will be 3 runways at the end of 2027, will be 1 and 1-9, rotated 1 degree from 1-8 to 1-9, which is really 190, from 180 to 190, and on the compass there.
Right turn 270, American 1670.
Super thick pad though, man. Laden with sensors and things like that. I guess that's what they're putting in there. CRJ9 to Charleston.
Climb 16,000, maintaining 29.
Up to 16,000, American 2052, thank you. 3455 on to 3416.
Take care, American 1826 on the 16,000 direct icon. American 1826, 16,000 icon. Thank you, P161 coming out, radar contact, right turn 270.
270, 617.
Gentlemen, 9 Romeo Zulu, come right heading 190. American 2825, coming out in 16,000.
Next up on the move, A321 to Orlando 2074.
American 1677,
Right turn 3010, American 1670.
Thank you. Runway 3844, Continental 16,000 direct clean.
Departure Blue Street 3143, 2.5, calling 8,000.
3143, calling direct contact. 79 Romeo Zulu, right turn 240. 79 Romeo Zulu, turn right heading 240.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Next up is a little guy to Panama City. That last one was 2074 out, headed to, MC Orlando. Next up will be San Francisco, A321 231 to San Francisco, 2562.
American 2052, contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
13535, American 2052, thanks a lot, have a great day.
Blue Street 5143, turn right heading 270.
Right turn 270, Blue Street.
Looks like a lot of things are lighting up for departure.
Contact Atlanta Center 13.
Lighting, I should say, up for departure on AirNav and flight radar.
American 1677, direct Weasel, contact Atlanta 13455.
Direct Weasel 13455. Good day, American 1677.
Definitely an impressive undertaking here to do the runway expansion at Charlotte in the middle of 2 existing active runways. It really is impressive how they've been able to do this. It has kicked up some dust, no doubt. The aircraft have been dealing with that now for some time, but they have quite a system of trying to keep their tracks clean behind them. It really is
Right turn 360,
quite the system they have going out there to try to keep the dirt down as best they can, the dust out of the engines of the aircraft. They work hard at night. And during the day, of course, in brutal conditions such as these, out there in the heat.
Convoy 3844, contact Atlanta Center 12818. Take care, America 2074, coming 19 16,000, direct icon. Endeavor 5052, come and maintain 16,000.
Just in case you youngsters are not thinking about it, you might look into how much these guys, these heavy equipment operators earn on an annual basis. It's a really good, situation. They're skilled workers, and they are, some of these guys are into doctor and lawyer pay, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's being extreme, but it's, it is definitely not to be. I mean, it is an absolute skill to do that, and you're paid well for it normally. If that kind of thing appeals to you, there is definitely a need for it. Skilled operators out there. Tell you what, man, driving down 81, watching what some of these guys are doing, where they'll take these earth-moving machines, is incredible. And, yeah. Did Etihad already land? That is a good question, Linda. Let me look and see here. I have not heard or seen Etihad on the radar yet. She must have. She must have quietly snuck in on the other side, and I didn't see it. Yeah, because Munich looks like the first. Yeah, Munich and London Heathrow are out, or just making it over the continent. Unless Etihad was stalled up for some reason. But I am not seeing that to be the case. Yeah, I don't see Etihad. I wonder if she's not. Well, she's probably already here. Interesting. That's a good question, Linda. That is a good question. Not sure. Rob, good to see you, man. Rob Griffin. They'll change the signs and painting in one night. They'll close it from midnight to 5 a.m. typically. Beautiful. Thank you, Rob. That is excellent. So that is, yeah, that's what we needed to know. So Rob is saying that for the runway renumbering and painting, and they'll do it in one night. They'll close it from midnight to 5 a.m. typically. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you. DW, don't forget to show the like button some love. Thanks, Bees Knees. That's Barb. Thanks, Barb. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the likes. Not required, but most appreciated. Thank you for the subscriptions. Also not required. But we had to do subscription only just to, we ran into some trouble. We tried to make the try to make it as painless as possible. We are super glad you're here, man. Not trying to sell you a thing. Just watching some airplanes, sharing my camera. I did it once. Some people seem to really appreciate it, and here we are, a couple years later. Can imagine what else I'd be doing with my time. Sorry, guys. We are waiting for some action. 321 in San Francisco back there, and an Embraer to Harrisburg. I'm going to step to the car for 1 second, grab my phone charger, and I will be right back. Thank you, guys. Beautiful. Thank you, Rob. They landed at 10:13. That's awesome. Rob is full of information. You should come up here and take over the stream, and then everything will go perfectly. Appreciate you, Rob. That's awesome. Pretty sure I saw. Gosh, Tweety Bird. Eddie Hart on the tarmac. Couldn't tell if she landed or took off. Interesting. Did I not see that? I'm blind over here, man. What's going on? Where's Eddie Hart? Okay, I haven't seen her yet, but that means nothing. We shall keep an eye out, though. Yeah, she's here, so she'll come over and depart here in a little bit. I'll probably be gone by then. Once again, I wasn't planning on staying until around noon. You know, I wasn't going to hog up too much of your morning. Need to get back and get my daughter to the train station, even though she has other ways of getting there. I told her I would. Plus the sheer brutality, etc. Right now is super nice. This is the time to be at this garage. Just so you guys know, the morning is the time for the right-hand side of the garage. The shadow is even being cast all the way down to the ground, man. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but I'm standing in pure shadow. And that's an excellent thing. And there's a continual breeze. And the battery is actually not hot at all. So it's really nice. It's perfect considering how warm it is. It's not that warm yet. It's saying it's like 84 here right now. I think that's probably accurate. San Fran on the move. American 2562. Whoops, sorry about that. That jerk in the camera, other than me, was me shifting my feet, man. My hand, didn't do anything with my hands. All I did was shift my feet. It's crazy. Definitely want to have your feet pointed toward your destination, where you're going to end up, not where you start. Or you'll run into some trouble at the halfway point. Have to shift your feet and everything bounces. It's crazy. You wouldn't think that something like that would happen. A little inspection here while they're doing their checks. We'll do a little visual for them. Looking good. A little dirty, but good. Could use a proper scrubbing.
2562, 2,700 climbing 2,000.
And we have 0 coming. I wonder what direction the wind is actually going. Yeah, says it's out of the southwest at 4 knots. So that would definitely keep them on northern operations. Southwest 148 to Dallas Love 7377. Southwest 148, Dallas Love will probably send her out this way, to the right perhaps. I'm not sure. Yes. If she were going to the northeast corridor, they would probably send her out the other side.
2562, shorter and 5.
Overlook is slow, as you would expect. Everyone's at school and work, or work. A few kids out. Probably a daycare bus or some kind of activity bus, yeah. A beautiful location, man. It really is just a super awesome thing they've done over there. It's just really hopeful that Washington Dulles will follow suit and kind of do something similar, you know, in their expansion process. They are in the middle of expanding several things, and even a runway expansion there is, I think, pretty much a lock, you know, where they're going to double up 30, which is the one runway we can't see at all anyway. So now we're going to get two of them we can't see. And that is unfortunate. I mean, they're not in the business of you know, satisfying spotters or accommodating them, you know. But man, there are so many kids, so many people that love. And it's not about loving it so much. It's a really inspiring type of a thing, you know. It's interesting as well. Airfields are really neat, unusual, as you guys know. I'm preaching to the choir here, but just fun, just really unique places. You don't see the equipment anywhere else at play that then you see here. Maybe a train station. As Stephanie and I were talking about yesterday. Maybe some of the train stuff, you know, overlaps in terms of modular design, you know, for air conditioning systems, plumbing systems, electrical systems, the redundancies that they require in case of failure. 737 to Dallas Love, Southwest 148.
And departure Blue Street, bit 462 is 2,300, 8,000.
3462, Southwest contact. Mark the 35 Panic Atlanta 13455, good day.
13455, Devon, 5835, see you.
Next up here on 19 left is going to be a 175 long range. 3563 to Hilton Head. Etienne, nice to see you. Etienne Joseph, good morning to you, or afternoon. And nice to see you.
465462 for direct icon, time to 16,000.
Direct icons up to 16,000, Blue Street 5462.
Officially 1 week away from the return of JetBlue. DCHS pilot, thank you. That is awesome. Yes, looking forward to that, man. We get some more color in the air around here. That's awesome. Really missing Spirit. Frontier is holding down the fort. Couple of Deltas, one Lufthansa, one Etihad.
148.
Yeah. Charlotte could absolutely steal the show if they start cranking in all the varieties. I guess not a lot of people really need to connect through Charlotte. Some in terms of international travelers, you know. I guess there's not a lot of interest maybe in Charlotte as an international destination. That's kind of what that tells me. But I don't know, you know. It's kind of in the middle. It is a good location for a hub to many places, whether it be the northeastern corridor, the southeastern, southwestern even can be a good connection there. It is in the western part of the state, even though it feels like I'm going to the beach when I go to Charlotte. I'm actually more going to the beach, going to D.C. It's crazy. Actually going west to go to Charlotte from my place in Roanoke.
Bluetooth 5462, contact Rhino 12818 today.
28A, Blue Street 5462.
That truck looks tiny over there. That is crazy. That dump truck makes that 18-wheeler look tiny. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Blessed Rhino, just subbed. Awesome to see another CLT spotter. Well, nice to see you. Pleasure to have you. Blessed, in fact. Thank you. Blessed Rhino. Good morning to you, one and all. Appreciate you guys. Absolutely. I know they recently added Abu Dhabi to their rounds like a couple months ago. Yes, they did. Indeed. Glad they did it too, man. It's nice to have it. Kind of surprising. And it was known a year in advance, you know, that kind of thing that was talked about for so long before it actually happened. I was kind of surprised. It's like, wow, I guess that kind of thing really does take some planning. You would think if there's a need, they would just start doing it. Here's some cash. We'll be there tomorrow. CLT needs more gate space before adding more international flights. I see, Rob. That's crazy. I mean, it seems like it has so much gate space. It's just all taken up by American, you know. It's just all American. Mostly regionals or, you know, short haul flights, you know. Even though most of these aircraft are capable of long haul. No doubt. Excellent, Rob. Thank you, sir. He is our resident expert here. He is a firefighter here at CLT. Knows very well the situation. We defer to his wisdom indeed. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. CLT needs more gate space. It's a Catch-22 DCHS pilot. If the hub wasn't here, we wouldn't have Air France, Iceland Air, etc. If the hub wasn't here, we would probably have. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yep, I'm just not sure, you know, why any international traveler would need to link through Charlotte or through this part of the United States at all, unless that were an interest to them. It's not a political hub per se. It doesn't feel like it anyway. I mean, it seems like the Raleigh Triangle is more of a you know, was tapped for the technological wealth. So Raleigh does get that traffic.
Charlotte, report 1 minute prior, clear to the Bravo airspace, altimeter 3013.
She should turn in on us here, I would think. Yep, the Max from somewhere. Coming home for some fuel and some refreshment. Flew southwest to Denver. I was pleased with the flight. Stopped off in Midway through Raleigh. I actually started at Raleigh on that one. My sister-in-law lived in Raleigh many years.
Departure Scott 4680, 2,400, climbing 8,000, heading 240.
We definitely would be covering Raleigh if that were still the case. She's in Roanoke now, too.
Tower 4680, Charlotte, radar contact, commitment 270.
Right 270, so 4680.
American 301, contact Atlanta Center 128.0, good day.
You're now free to move about the cabin. Almost. Stop watching us. Okay. Whoops. Apologies. Oh, Paul, thank you. Thank you, sir. Paul, man, I tell you, it takes the utmost care of us. We appreciate you, Paul. Thank you, man, for the $25 super chat. You are most kind. I tell you. Without Paul, we wouldn't be doing this, I don't think. Thank you once again, my brother. We appreciate everything. It's a banking hug. Okay, thank you. Second largest banking city, or it was in 2001. Interesting step. Nice to know. Of course, Wells Fargo and that other building. I can't remember what it is, but or if it has a name. But I'm with you now. Thank you. He is the man, Dustin. He is the man. Absolutely, Barb. Thank you. Thank you, Dustin and Barb. Thank you, Step. They can't accommodate but so many heavies or wide-bodied aircraft. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Seems like they favor that they only have a few. Yeah, I wouldn't even, I'm sure each terminal wing, I should say, has probably one bay maybe or two that could accommodate a heavy. Maybe. Some of them none. Obviously none over on the PSA side. They do squeeze a heavy in over here. Of course, we see them lined up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them sometimes. So apparently that side can accommodate the heavies. I've never seen a heavy on this side. Never seen a heavy over on any of these, although these are new terminal wings. I would think that maybe they would accommodate a heavy or could be adapted maybe.
602 Echo, 8,000 heading 360 with the request.
Camera guys speculating wildly in the field of aviation. Entertainment purposes only. Oh, wow. Happy anniversary to Dustin and Barb. 16th anniversary. That is awesome. Congratulations, guys. You made it. You lived through it. somehow 738, you had each other. 738 headed to San Jose, 2795. That's awesome. Sorry, guys. Just getting what we can. Be here for another hour. Something like that. Get out of your hair. Reconvene in D.C. on Friday afternoon. Just because. Not because of the 4th or anything like that. I have no regard for holidays anymore. At 55 years old, I could absolutely care less. I just hope everybody has a good day off of work. And that you get paid for it.
I would say about 264 heading to just check with them. Heading 270 for 960 to Echo, thank you. Charlotte Approach 323 Foxtrot Delta 17 17,000.
333 Foxtrot, 7 approach, where you guys landing at?
Hickory, North Carolina 330 Foxtrot Delta.
3 Foxtrot, 7 approach, altimeter 3013 to 718
3013, 13,000, 3 Foxtrot Delta.
Excellent information, Rob. Thank you. Hello from upstate New York. I'll be going out of here to London in a couple of months. Thank you, Tammy. Nice to have you, Tammy71. Well, keep us posted as to developments if you would. We would love to capture your departure if we can. Thank you, Tammy. We appreciate that. Thank you again, once again, Rob. They can't accommodate but for so many heavies or wide-body aircraft. I was watching something this morning that said when the wide bodies were in the Terminal A, it blocks off one other gate. Interesting. I just can't believe their wings don't touch. I can't get over the simple stuff. I guess that's why it takes a good year to plan something like a heavy aircraft coming into this particular airport, or any airport, really. Just the logistics, the absolute, is it possible-ness of it all. Quite possibly. Thank you, Tammy. Once again, thank you, Linda. Paul is the very best. Indeed, we appreciate that, Paul. Thank you, man. Thank you, Brent. You live in the area. That's awesome. Brent lives here in Charlotte. Says he appreciates the stream. Thank you, Brent. We appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a good one.
2803 Foxtrot Delta.
We love Charlotte.
8,280 heading.
Not going to lie. Charlotte and D.C. and Dulles will always be in the rotation. I would love to be able to bring other airports for folks out there that just want to see them or can't get to them or whatever may be the reason. General overall well-being. It would be awesome if Washington, D.C. would follow suit on the CLT Charlotte-Douglas consideration for the general public. Look at all that stuff over there. We have a old fighter jet. We have some facilities. We have food trucks over there in the certain times of day. We have playgrounds. There's turf over there, padded turf that you can fall down on safely. Even as a 55-year-old, you could fall down on that stuff and live through it. Children do it all day. World Cup level soccer matches on that particular pitch on occasion.
Good morning, P-58.
So cool to see it. You know, see people all over the place. You know, young people on dates, older people just hanging out, doing something to do. A place to sit down and eat, maybe drink a milkshake. little Wi-Fi booster going on over there, I think, because we always get good signal over there. Getting good signal here today, in fact. Over there you have really nice looks at things like that. I really wanted to get over to the overlook for you just to kind of check things and do a heat check on it. Where are we? Do we have good visibility? Because again, some of these areas here, like some of the buildup, you can see this the shrubbiness of it, the scruffiness. You know, that was all through here, as you guys know. People that are experienced photographers here at Charlotte were well aware of the big mound of brush, not brush, but just a big mound of it was just a little hill, a knoll right there, full of weed trees and stuff, scruffy weed trees. Now, and even here, same thing. So now from the overlook, you should actually be able to see, if I'm seeing this right, the area I would stand in is usually somewhere in here, you know, shooting back in this direction. And that is part of the problem with the overlook, man. And hopefully that will be solved when the fourth runway is open, but you feel far away from everything over there. You don't really hear the sound of airport, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, we probably can't hear it now because of me, but I did turn the camera up a little bit. Hopefully it's coming through and I'm not just slap back echoing, you know, through the whole thing. Thank you so much, Brent. We do appreciate it, Matt. Man, excuse me. I saw Matt. Matt said, DCHS pilot, A37 and A36 can accommodate heavies, but they are exclusively used for diversions, typically Delta and SkyTeam partners from Atlanta. Interesting. Huh. Oh, thank you, Step. Appreciate the likes, guys. Really do. Not here to beg you for such things. I used to never say anything about it, but it had to be reprimanded. And they require blocking adjacent gates. Interesting. They do require blocking. Okay, they're that big. Wow. So when there's a heavy in the house, nobody can be there. Wow. So I wonder if they have to pay for all 3 slots. Delta A220-3 from somewhere. Totally missed it. Love that aircraft, man. Next to the A319, that is by far my favorite in terms of styling. You know, of course, that is low-hanging fruit. It's quite obvious. It's a brand new release into the aviation world, and it's becoming a popular go-to for several airlines, including JetBlue. I'm sure we'll see some JetBlue A220-3s coming in as well. It's nice to see Delta rotating it in here at Charlotte. We see it on the regular at Dulles, but I'm not used to seeing her here. Past couple times I think we have, but it is new to me. She's going to go on past this terminal and head into the next one.
Have a good one.
Appreciate the excellent information, Rob. Once again, Rob's a firefighter here at CLT. Has good insight as to the goings on. A320 to Austin, making her way up in this general direction. I am going to take 2. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. My name is Mark, Morrow Aviation, live right here at CLT Charlotte-Douglas. Hold on, before I do that, make sure I've not missed anything. Got to drive several ambulance out there. Very cool experience every time. That is cool, Brent. Awesome. I'm surprised you and Rob Griffin have not crossed paths. Eventually, you will. That's on the A part. 3 all the way down to your right. Down here. I see. 834. Yeah, so 836A. Okay. I'm with you now. Thank you. Thank you, DCHS pilot. Man, I'll tell you, we're in good hands with Rob and this gentleman. Thank you, guys. A bit late to arrive today. Probably missed him. Not at all, man. You're right on time, Paul. Like Gandalf. Arrive right when you mean to arrive. Pleasure to have you, man. Hope all is well in Dayton with you, man. Appreciate you greatly for the kindly super chat, Paul. With a $25 super chat earlier. Being his normal, gracious, excellent self. Hope you guys are having good mornings. What's left of it. Promise I won't take too much more of it. I'll probably jump out of here in about an hour. We'll be right on time. Good times last night. We streamed last night for, what, 4 hours, something like that. You guys are awesome. Really do appreciate the good company. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Dustin, who's back there working, lurking. We'll see him tomorrow. And Barb. He just wanted to visit us. Yes, he did. Indeed, he did. And we're better for it. American 1419 to Austin, A320-214. We're Tower. We're the Tower. Let's go back over to Tower. And let's reset that. See if that gets us any action. I need some tea. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. Kelly Mullen. Good. Return my tray to the upright position and disembark. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Appreciate you stopping in. In Kelly Mullen is disembarked. We'll catch him on the next flight. These things aren't going to let me get my tea. (1419) to Austin, A320-214. Should be followed by Miami. 7378 to Miami. Man, the tower is just leaving me hanging here. 12 normal gates that can accommodate wide bodies, but all but one D12 blocking adjacent ones. 12 normal gates that can accommodate wide bodies, but all but one D12 require blocking adjacent ones. Interesting. Good to see you in Kali Mullen, man. We'll see you next time. Thank you. And only 5 of those have access to customs on D. The rest would have to offload international packs on D and then be towed over. Interesting.
All right, 16,000 to climb direct in for American Fortune.
Making the jump. So yeah, the new runway will run along the edge of that barricade down there, that little wall looking at us. And we'll keep continuing up, I guess, a little bit. I have to look at the actual plan again.
American 969, Charlotte Course, radar contact on the maintain 160.
Beautiful. 969 to Miami is what that was. Next up, St. Louis, A319 to St. Louis. Yep, so in the mornings, the shade here at CLT up on the hourly deck, for those that are curious and want to do this themselves, the morning has you in the shade over here, and the good light is coming from behind you, landing right on everything in front of us here. We have excellent light. In the afternoons, this is all washed out. The sun has rotated over in front of the camera or above us, and yeah, in front of the camera over in that general direction. So the place to be is over on the other side of the parking garage at that point where the sun is extra back and at its point, and it's landing on everything, front lighting everything, if you will, instead of backlighting it. Backlighting is a beautiful thing. I like them both. But usually in the afternoons when I'm here, that's what we see is the backlit. Harsh light, we have to use the top flapper and block the glare all the time, and it washes out all of the color. Everything kind of turns brown and gray and all that. So it's nice to be able to get the color on this side, as long story short. So it's nice to get it. It is a beautiful thing. Last night we got it over on the other side. Flagship Retro came in, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through the stream, something like that. We started winding it down after that. I was going to come over here, but it started to get so dark. And at night, once again, looking off in this direction, it's very dark. There is no backlit anything, so if there's an aircraft landing, we can't see anything interesting about it. So that's unfortunate. But I would like to run an evening stream from the... I can't wait to start streaming from the overlook over there once it's all finished, because we're going to be looking back towards the terminal complex, which is a lot of light. Much like we were seeing last night over at the PSA side, looking down from the other side of the garage here. We have good light. We have the skyline, all kinds of things in terms of photographically, for video purposes. the other side is much more interesting at night, even though the action is more interesting probably over here. If they are coming in, the heavies are coming in, it's nice to catch them on the other side. But once they're in, they're in. We don't usually see them go out. They'll come over here to go out. So it's kind of a, yeah.
Direct Bob, the American 2717.
Another catch-22. To compromise, definitely have to take one or the other, you know. Rarely do we get it all. I'd love to hit some airports where we can get that, man. That would be so sweet. Thank you for the likes, indeed. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Thank you, N. Kelly Mullen. Thank you, DCHS Pilot, and to Rob Griffin for the excellent information, man. You guys are awesome. The Overlook will be awesome when the new runway opens. Yes, it will. 100% agreed with Brent and with Rob. 4 out of 10 right now. That is a fair assessment, Brent. Brent McKee. You feel very far away from everything. Yes, you do. And it's a shame. It is an interesting look. And, you know, in terms of safety, you know, where you're inviting people to hang out around an airport, which is an already dangerous place where a lot of people can, you know, take some injury if anything were to occur. I think it's an interesting, well thought out design in terms of them they didn't even have to do it at all. You know, it's really cool. To me, it markets itself. You have so many young people that, you know, that are going to enter the workforce for you just from being inspired. Being around the airport, being around airplanes, having access, you giving them access to be able to have a more intimate attachment to the whole process and the business in general. Whether a person has mechanical aptitudes or they want to be a pilot or if they want to be a flight attendant or if they just want to work on the ground and provide the ground services that are required. That's what friends Luke and Noah have decided to do with their career. Instead of go the pilot route, they're going to go the operations route and get involved in airport operations. Never a dull moment there. I meet some excellent people like Nathan over at the Overlook. Last time I was there, a gentleman named Nathan came up and introduced himself to me. He's probably already a pilot. He was about to start on his first job, really, as a first officer in the flight deck there, or in the cockpit of a CRJ probably, or an ERJ to start. Said he didn't have to go and take all of the private lessons a lot of people do, that the airline itself will train you. And so that's interesting. So he's seen a lot of time in the American Airlines simulation program. And he has certainly had many flight hours, but he said he didn't have to do the Cessna thing, you know. Like, you don't have to do that. If you want to get with an airline, they can train you to fly the proper aircraft. So whatever that means. But very capable young man. I have a feeling he's going to do very well. Some people are just wired for that kind of thing, you know.
Good morning, Steel American 1781.
Not me. I look out the window and go, no thanks. I think I'll drive.
Heading 260, American 1781.
Yeah, but flying is so much safer. Yeah, it is. And maybe that's why I do this. Just to tell myself over and over and over again, this is safe. This is safe. It is safe, as we see. Flight, I mean, after flight, it is amazing to me. One incident happens and the internet goes crazy and people jump off the couch and start commenting. It's like, you guys have no idea. Open up Flight Radar or some app and just take a look at what's going on in the sky above you right now. Just stop and take a look. Okay? Now, what were we talking about? How these guys aren't bumping wings and running into each other with no mirrors on the side of these things like we have on our cars. It's amazing to me. They do everything the tower tells them to do. The tower are their eyes and their ears, frankly, and they have quite the relationship going. It is interesting. It's like Captain Steve said, he has so many people approach him after flights and say, thank you so much for our safe flight. And he's like, just so you guys know, I have a vested interest in our safe arrival as well. Not to be rude or facetious. I mean, he was very funny about it, but it's true. He's like, yes, I'm with you. I, too, want to live. I know that. I know. It's an odd thought. We'll get some numbers on these aircraft in one momento.
American 2908, 2.3, climbing 8,000.
American 2908, Charlotte-Douglas radar contact. Cleveland 5810, Honda maintain 16,000, turn right direct Boston.
Maintain 16,000, turn right direct Boston, Cleveland 5810.
American 721, turn right direct Louisville.
Right direct Louisville.
Would love to get a stream in at San Diego. Would love to get one in at JFK. Would love to get one in down at Miami on the tracks there where Horry was the other day. Boston would be cool to get, but apparently you have to have a permit to do that, which is ridiculous. No thanks. You can keep it, Boston. Thanks anyway. We'll skip Boston and head on to another place that doesn't require some form of payment to watch airplanes. Even though I do it all the time on the parking garage by choice. That's the thing about the Overlook, it's free. Just show up with your cameras. No law enforcement will approach you and say, hey, what are you doing over here? You look shady with that camera at the Overlook with all these people and their cameras. No, you don't hear any of that. You're just free to go over there and get all the video that you would like to get. And I can see why they would love for us to be over there and not here scaring passengers with batteries and computers and cameras and tripods up on the parking garage, making them wonder, what's that guy doing? Is that a camera? Rambling, guys, sorry. Last aircraft was Greenville Spartanburg, ERJ 145 long range. Before that, we had San Juan, American 783 to San Juan. Next up will be a 175 to Newark, Brickyard 3448. No heavies awake at the terminal this early yet. I'm not used to being here in the morning, so I really don't know how that's going to go, Good question. Would they have to pay fees for multiple gates? A bigger plane means more passenger fees. Things that make you go, yeah, indeed. That is a question that I would have. Certainly they would, That's their bread and butter here, is to charge people for gates, So I would think the answer would be yes, but once again, camera guy, speculation. Tammy's going on a 777-2 to London in October and never connected in Charlotte. Cool, okay. Well, we'll do our best to keep an eye out for you, man. Let us know what day it is as it gets closer, because, you know, I'll forget. So sometime close to the day, let us know. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate you greatly. Hope you have a safe and fun trip, man. That sounds like a good time. I've not traveled a bunch myself, just around the country a little bit, just for work and family. Yeah, me too, man. I might have seen Rob. More of a face person than a name. I'm sure you guys had cross paths, man. No doubt. No doubt about that.
Right direct, Ray, climb 10,000, lead speed, 2 off the 802.
United Express to Newark. Just a bunch of RJs here, guys. And a really nice breeze here on the garage. Oh, had an arrival, it looks like. No, departure, okay. Yep, I need to get on a tour with Rob around the airfield, man. He's offered to do that very kindly. I just need to find a good time to do that. Nail it down. Yep, the heavies will be in around 1. They'll start rolling around 1. Thank you, Rob. Yep, they'll be past my deadline here, unfortunately, for the day. It's going to get so hot and be unbearable. The sun's going to rotate off of me here in just a little bit. You cannot beat this overhang, though. Either side.
Departure District 5171, 2.3, climbing 8,000, and the right turn.
That will be at Dulles on Friday evening, and then probably over at Haynes Point, DCA on Sunday, just for a nice, relaxing Sunday morning stream. Get there as early as I can. Seven days till JetBlue arrives. Absolutely, man. Just set up a second laser for him to chase. Yeah, it's a hot one. It is a hot one. They're not going to be agreeable to those terms. I'm fairly certain. That is hilarious. At 321 making our way back around here as well.
Right turn direct wage, Bush Street 5171.
Piedmont 5802, contact verified, pulling 9.4.
4, Piedmont 5802 today.
Piedmont 5819, time right heading 270, climb and maintain 16,000.
Right heading 270, climb maintain 16,000, Piedmont 5819.
Departure approaching 5388, heading 240, 27,
465388, call departure, radar contact, time right heading 257, 260.
heading 260, approaching 53.
Piedmont 5819, time right direct wave.
Right direct wave, Piedmont 5819.
Bush Rig 5171, contact Atlanta Center 132.62.
3262, Bush Rig 51, should be 1, good day.
Right. Bush Rig 5388, turn right heading 270.
Heading 270,
Piedmont aircraft vectors impact Junior, sending to airport 14000.
Departure American 22, 22.6, flying 8,000, right turn 240.
American 2220, call departure, radar contact. Bush Rig 5388, climb and maintain 16,000.
160,000.
Piedmont 5819, contact Atlanta Center on 132.62.
3262, Piedmont 5819.
Bush Rig 5388, turn right direct wave, climb and maintain 16,000.
Direct wave 16,000, Bush Rig 638.
American 2220, turn right direct Boston.
Right direct Bob to the American 2220.
Bush Rig 5388, position up. Bush Rig 5388, you direct Boston or direct Boston? Nope, it's up to red, he's on the business. American 2220, proceed direct Boston.
We are direct Bob to the American 2220.
American 2220, thanks so long, okay, climb and maintain 16,000.
1660,000, we understand American 2220.
Charlotte, citation 927, Juliet Mike, leaving 21 to 717,000.
927 Juliet Mike, stall altimeter 3013.
13, Juliet Mike. Departure American 2225, 3,000, climb 8, heading 240.
American 2225, stall departure, contact turn right heading 270.
Right turn 270, American 2225.
Seven Juliet Mike, flight present heading to center maintain 16,000.
Present heading 16,000, 927, Juliet Mike.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. I needed to take two, sit down for a sec, in the AC. Good times, man.
For 2220 or 2225?
Tell you.
Yeah, 2220 is taking 35 now.
This was the first place I ever came when I purchased I was wanted to purchase a long lens. I was on the market for a particular lens for my normal camera work, and went to my airport, and we didn't have enough. We only had a few aircraft at our airport, what I'm trying to say, and I know I've said it a bunch. Ended up at Charlotte.
Yep, back with you.
Really didn't know anything about the aviation community as we've come to know it, you know, that it even existed. I remember seeing I believe it was in 2019, maybe 2018, maybe a video came over my feed that touched on the growing aircraft that were the graveyards that were growing out there with large aircraft just starting to fill them up. I thought, what's going on there? Is something happening in the aviation, in the travel world, you know? Again, I don't travel a lot, so kind of naive on the topic myself, but other aviation videos started coming up in my feed, and I thought, well, that's very interesting. Some of these guys are doing some excellent work. I wonder what they're using to stabilize their gear, because it looks really good. And so, you know, here we are. Somehow, years have elapsed, and here we are. But yeah, this overlook was real. The original overlook, this airport was extremely inspiring to me, just the volume of aircraft. And again, there were always a lot of aircraft just hanging out and waiting to cross the street and places. So there were always aircraft just hanging around, and you can hear them, you can see them. It's unfortunate for the passengers, because they would really rather be making their way, but from a photography perspective, videography, it was like, wow, this is incredible.
1616, 360.
17-16000, right, 360, American 1616.
American 2153, 2.5, climbing 8. Yeah, American 2153, 2.5, climbing 8.
American 2153, solid departure, radar contact. American 2225, contact Atlanta Center 132.62.
3262.
I remember I ran my first stream at Dulles, and it was at night. I was just testing it out, and boom, you know, people just started commenting, hey, I live here. Thanks for streaming. And you don't look back. And other people were like, hey, it's nice to see an airport other than New York or Miami or something, or LA.
Right down to 5,000.
And here we are. And now I want to go to New York and LA. Not really LA. I'm not really into that per se. San Diego, definitely. San Francisco would be cool too because of the water, but man, you know, I don't know about those places anymore. If I were younger, maybe. They're well covered. We'll just leave it be.
American 2153, turn right direct Lonnie, climb and maintain 16,000.
Lonnie 16,000, 2153.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kimmy. Doesn't feel like it, that's for sure. Thank you.
Seven Juliet Mike, turn right heading 040, 3%, and then I'll have direct Morganton, it's going to get a little bit lower while you're on this.
Okay, 40 on heading now, 270.
American 1285, 2.8 per 8,000, 240 heading on the Ester.
American 1285, Charlotte departure, direct contact. American 1285, turn right direct in.
Right direct in, American 1285.
ERJ on the move. That tower was non-stop earlier.
7 Juliet Mike, turn left direct Morganton, contact square 108.32.
2832, 927,
Departure Blue 5349, 2600, climbing 8,000, heading 240.
265039, Charlotte departure, turn right heading 260, contact.
260, Blue 5349.
American 1616, contact Atlanta Center 1.
And that is Piedmont 5953 to Knoxville. Next up is going to be A321 211 to San Diego. American 466. Yeah, I like that garage, you know. I know it's kind of cliche at this point, but it's the only place to catch the only runway really at San Diego is that garage, and they built it right there in front of the runway, which cracks up Captain Steve, and I don't blame him. But it's a great spot.
American 1285,
16,000, American 1285. Departure Piedmont 5953, 2,500, climbing 8,000, turning heading 240.
Piedmont 5953, Charlotte departure, other contact.
I do appreciate you guys hanging out the past couple of days with me here in Charlotte.
2653, 49, turn right direct again.
Direct
See what's
Blue
going on up here.
5349.
Piedmont 5953, turn right heading 270.
Right turn 270, Piedmont 5953.
American 2153, contact Atlanta Center 132.62.
3262, Mike 2153.
American 1285, contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
3535, American 1285. Good day.
466, 2.5, climbing 8,000, heading 240.
American 466, Charlotte departure, other contact, turn right heading 270.
Right, 270, American 466.
2653, 49, climbing 16,000.
16,000, Blue 5349.
American 466, turn right heading 270.
270, American 466.
Piedmont 5953, turn right direct Boston, climbing maintain 16,000.
Right direct Bobsy up to 16,000, Piedmont 5953.
2653, 49, contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
3535, Blue Sheep 5349. Have a great day.
Beautiful. American 2001 to Jacksonville.
March American 2853, 2200, climbing 8,000, right turn 240 on the heading.
American 466, Charlotte departure with a concert. American 466, right direct box, climbing 16,000.
Right direct Bobsy up to 16,000, American 466.
Piedmont 5953, climbing 16,000.
Oops,
So
sorry about that.
16000,
American 2853, Charlotte departure, Twitter contact. Piedmont 5953, contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
3535, Piedmont.
CRJ9 is somewhere. We'll check the numbers on this in one moment.
Turn right lane 270.
Right 270, American 2053.
'57 to Madison, CRJ9. That is PSA. On the move, Piedmont to Columbia, 145 long range. Won't keep you much longer, guys. Appreciate the outstanding company and support. I really do. Just look forward to hanging out every time, and that's the best part.
American 2853, turn right direct Bobsy, climbing 16,000.
That's what I've always liked to
Right turn direct
do.
Bobsy, American 2853. And climb 16,000.
5994 to Columbia. It's going to be followed by Denver at max 8 to Denver. On the move.
Sparks Blue Sheep 54, 57, 3.5, coming 8,000, heading 240.
Blue Sheep 54, 57, Charlotte departure with a contact turn right lane 270.
Right heading 270, Blue Sheep 54, 57.
Nice. 1758 to Denver. 737 max 8.
3535, American 466.
Embraer to Chattanooga. Piedmont 6127, followed by A319 112 to Milwaukee. American 2134. Chattanooga.
Blue Sheep 54, 57, turn right direct Wade, climbing 16,000.
Right direct Waze, climbing 16,000, Blue Sheep 54, 57.
March American 1758, 2700, 8,000, 240 heading inside.
American 1758, Charlotte departure with a contact.
if you get here early enough in the morning, you can get some heavy action. And because I noticed that Miami went out this morning, which is a triple, and you do get some cargo action as well. FedEx and UPS will operate in the morning as well. A319-112 to Milwaukee. American 2134.
Departure Charlotte 61, 27, turning heading 240, 2.2 for 8,000. Departure from on 6127, heading 240, 2.6 for 8,000.
Fremont 6127, radar contact, right turn direct positive.
Right turn direct to Boston, from on 6127.
All right, next up on departure is going to be Little Rock. 175 long range to Little Rock.
Ready 1758, Combo 16000.
16000, max 1758.
Departure American 2134, 2,600, climbing 8,000, right turn 240.
American 1758, Combo 16. Maintain 16000. Contact Atlanta Center. 13535. Good day, guys.
3535, 16000, up to American 1758, good day.
Fremont 6127, Combo 16000.
Maintain 16,000, 127.
American 2134, Charlie, radar contact, right turn 290.
Right turn 290, American 2134, hi.
Mike Smith, good to see you, brother. Schleeky, passing by CLT right now, man. It's a hot day. It is indeed. Thank you guys for stopping in. We do appreciate that. You're the reason I started the plane spot. I remember I was taking off from Dulles and you were streaming. You're kidding.
Departure envoy 4146, 2.5 for 8,000.
Wow, that's crazy, Mike. I did not know that. Man, you never know what kind of trouble you're causing. I apologize to Mike's wife for that.
American 2134, Jojo, Combo 166.
I cannot take responsibility for the 1,000 horsepower car, but I'm sorry for the camera gear that was purchased. Enthusiastically.
Runway 4146, 3.5 for 8,000, heading 240.
Runway 4146, approach radar contact, right turn 270.
Right turn 270, runway 4146.
Excellent to see you, Mike. You'd hope all is well up in Northern Virginia with you today, man. I got bits and pieces earlier about flying. Take a trip to San Diego, catch the planes at the garage. I need to do it. That's an order. That sounds like an order, Mike. And I think I should probably listen to that. I mean, you know, it's not often that people give you a direct order. I like it, Mike. Thank you. appreciate the encouragement, man. I want to do that. I'm sure he's already been. And knows of which he speaks.
Departure runway 4060 and then turn 240, 23 climbing 8,000.
American 2134, contact Atlanta Center 132.62.
Well, that is awesome, Mike. I had no idea.
3260, American 2134, see.
Departure runway 4060, 25 for 8,000, 240 on the heading.
I feel like mostly all I do is contribute technical difficulties and with occasionally interesting aircraft, you know, peppered in on occasion, accidentally.
Right turn 270, 4060.
Purely on accident. CRJ 9 to Burlington, Vermont, PSA 5093.
American 846, approach you got a contact. 4146 on the 16000 direct Esther.
16000 direct Esther envoy 4146.
American 869, maintain 16000, go to a clean, please. We're going 5822, contact Atlanta 12818 today.
Departure Southwest 4529, 2,800, climbing 8,000, heading 240.
Southwest 4529, go to contact late 10270.
Incredible, man. Day in and day out.
Southwest 4529.
175 to Houston. Mesa United Express 6236. We see a lot of this at Dulles.
Esther 3535, I'm at 4146 today.
46, come up to us, low left. Section 0, uniform Sierra, Charlotte. Section 710, uniform Sierra, Charlotte, approach, maintain 11000, 7 3013. I'll call you in just a minute for everything else we need to talk about there. Envoy 4060, maintain 16000, direct Esther.
16,000 direct Esther.
Very nice.
4060. Departure Louis 350, 93, 3000, climbing 8,000, 240 hit.
American 1292, radar contact. Louis 350, 93, radar contact. Charlotte, Center 270 out of 3200.
I think with that, we'll start beginning our wind down here. There's not much else we can do. We have a couple of regionals coming up here. We have one to Mobile. One to Mobile. It's approaching the noon o'clock hour. Need to get on back home. Get someone important to me to the train station. Meet back up with you guys tomorrow afternoon in D.C. At assuming the car doesn't give up the ghost in the heat, we will reconvene on probably the fourth floor of the garage,
260 on the heading, show.
taking shelter from the sun, capturing what we can on 1 and 19 center. As soon as the temperatures back off a little bit, we'll try other get in more exposed locations. Then back to Haynes on Sunday. And then we'll go back to our normal streaming schedule after that. So, dreadfully underfoot of late. Apologies for that.
Right turn 360, climb maintain 16,000, Blue 35093.
Excellent to see you, Mike. As always, brother. That is crazy to think that, though, man. Yes.
Anderson, we took one altimeter in November 0 Sierra, non-emergency.
Then drive to LAX and grab a burger at the In-N-Out and watch the heavies right over your head. You know, that's cool too. I mean, that's a place I would love to catch a stream from. I would. I mean, I don't want to step on the toes of anyone that already covers that area, but I would love to sneak a stream in that general location and in San Diego. Wouldn't mind hitting Phoenix as well. Memphis, you know, catch the FedEx and the UPS heavies, you know, and CBG as well along the way, or any other airport that might be worth doing. That would be sweet.
Departure Piedmont 5844, 3.2, climb at 8,000, heading 240.
Cool. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that, man. Apparently we're 100 plus right now. That is excellent news. Thank you, Paul. And thank you each and every one who did such a thing, who hit that like button. Little old man with a camera hanging out with his friends. You guys are awesome. You deserve all the likes. I wish I had one on my side for you.
Southwest 45.29, contact Atlanta 132.63.
3262 Southwest 4529. Have a good day.
Insane amount of birds out here at night. There's none right now. They are in shadier places. But at night, you guys know, man, the birds are all over this thing. It's crazy that there are no more incidents involving birds. And I'm not kidding. I just, honest. I kind of just, it's a head scratcher as much as they fly around here. Hopefully this week they're pacing themselves and not crushing it out there.
Maintain 16,000 Piedmont 5844.
Never a dull moment.
American 2254 departure with our contact at 120.
Absolutely incredible, man. Cannot thank you guys enough for a good couple of days. Then drive down to LAX. Drive to LAX and grab a burger at the In-N-Out. I like your thinking there, Mike, and hopefully that will happen. I have family in that area, and I would love to see them. And I would love to do those very things. Go to the Proud Bird and grab a beer and watch more planes land. And then bring a sleeping bag. Stay at the H Hotel and go to the roofing spot with other plane spotters. Interesting. So there's a place at the H Hotel, all right? That's something that note to self. Excuse me, guys. I don't consume a lot of this kind of material. I'm learning here. Dustin says, note to self, check, check. Is already on his list. He's already well on his way, watering things down back there. Then drive to Victorville for tons of parked planes. Then Mojave Spaceport. Our company has a couple of cool planes there. Well, man, you'll have to meet me there and get me in, bro. Are you kidding? Then to Palmdale on a weekday. Maybe catch a B-2. Okay, all right, Mike. All right, I'm just going to consult you before I leave, all right? I'll grab my keys and I'll grab my notepad and your phone number there. That's awesome, dude. Excellent information. Thank you. I'm going to forget all that. I need to write it down. I have it turned on so I can see this again. So I'll do that. That is awesome information. Thank you. So the H, the Proud Bird, of course, LAX and San Diego. Mike's costing me all kinds of money, but I'll gladly do it. Let's see here. I need to make some of that first. Once I make that money, that's how we're going to spend it, I think. I think you've just spent some money for me. Cool. Love the emojis, man. I forget they're there myself. Excellent. Thank you, Paul, for sharing that link. Indeed. Sorry, not sorry is what I'm hearing, Dustin. He's a smart individual, you know. You can't get anything past some people. Don't want any memorabilia, really. Don't want any junk from Route 66. Man, I just want to point my camera at everything. That's what I'm here. That's what I want to do. A321 231 to Cancun, followed by a little guy to somewhere.
American 2033 departure radar contact 120.
Yeah, I was having problems with my monitor. I mean, I couldn't bump this monitor at all. Now it's no problems, man. Both of my monitor cables, it turns out, were failing. I had purchased the backup because my first one was failing. Then the backup started failing after a few years and of just use continually being wound up, and even loosely properly wound up, it just hurt it over time, I guess, and just didn't want to stay connected somehow. So I kept getting the Elgato screen. I heard Kevin was running into the same thing, airline videos live, and that's probably the deal. His power cord is, you know, all the bending and flexing of it, etc., has broken some internal connections, or at least degraded them to the point to where they're not maintaining a connection. It will connect again, but it will disconnect again too. So I picked up another dummy battery, a little small rig dummy battery that can be continually powered by USB-C, and it's just a single USB-C cord running over to my power supply, and it's no problems. I mean, it's actually very clean. Saves me another AC outlet for the monitor. So do recommend that. If you're using an external monitor that requires an NFP style battery, you'll know what I'm talking about. If it requires that, then that's what this is. And it's a real battery too. It's a double-sized one, so it'll function as a battery, but I have it continually powered by the USB-C, and it's always at 100%, which means I'm going to ruin the battery eventually, but the connection is so streamlined that I don't really care. I just need to cycle the battery every now and then, just make sure. Get some B-roll along the way. Cannot thank you guys enough for a good couple days here at CLT, though, man. We were on the other side of the garage last night. Was able to get over here this time. The plan was to hit the overlook, but it just felt so hot in the sun. We're out exposed, even at 85. It just felt residually hot from yesterday. All the concrete, all the surfaces, you know, everything is still warm to the touch, hot, if you will. But need to protect the battery, the power supply, and make sure we keep that thing healthy to stream another day as well. I always appreciate the good company. It's excellent to see you guys every time. Look forward to seeing you in D.C. Dustin, we'll catch you in Barb on arrival. Delta Whiskey Aviation Plus, he'll be streaming probably on Saturday and possibly Sunday. Not quite sure how that's going to go for them. I'm going to be at DCA at Haynes myself because I need to pick my daughter up in Arlington, but which is right there. So for mere convenience purposes, I shall. That's the plan for now, anyway.
Up to 7,000, 3 Juliet Alpha.
It has been a long time since we've done DCA, so kind of looking forward to it, man. It's been a while. Love that water. It's just a very relaxing place to make videos. In fact, I should put I have a bunch of B-roll from around that area, like ducks floating around on icy water and stuff, you know, stuff that didn't really seem to fit in any aviation video, but I kept it anyway. I'll have to post that up over on Facebook or on Instagram. Morrow.photo on Instagram. It's not really just for aviation. It's kind of a catch-all for whatever I feel like putting up over there, you know. Definitely put up some aviation clips, some shorts as well.
American 2812, turn left direct Dolphin.
Yeah, Mark Morrow on Facebook.
Departure, hello, American.
Want to friend me up over there? By all means.
240, 2400 for 8,000.
American 1213, turn right direct to Boston, on the maintain 16,000.
Thank you so much again, guys, for an outstanding day. I cannot thank you enough. Looking forward to seeing you in D.C. in a few days. Men at work. I love it, man. I can sit here and watch these guys just film the construction all day. Super addicting. Happy anniversary to Dustin and to Barb. 16 years. I made that itinerary last year and a couple of years ago. Never gets old. Dude, that's awesome. Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Man, we appreciate you greatly. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the super chat, for the good support, as you usually do. That, gentlemen, I tell you, I don't deserve you guys. Actually, my car is not that loud compared to folks who remove their mufflers. Oh my gosh, it sounds terrible, man. Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention, kind of messes with the design a little bit too. They actually lose some power. They think they're adding something. Dustin, thank you, brother. Appreciate you greatly, man. Mike, thank you for stopping in as well. Rob Griffin, appreciate you greatly, brother. Happy 4th to you, indeed. Hope you guys are staying nice and cool over there at the fire station. Hope you guys all out there are staying cool as well. It's been a nice, relaxing one for me. I've been in the shade all day, so it's been very, very laid back. And these guys are just having it brutal out here, man. I mean, absolutely. Thank you so much once again, guys. We'll see you in D.C. in a couple days, all right? I need to jump on the road. My name is Mark. Morrow Aviation Live right here at CLT Charlotte-Douglas. Thanks for an excellent couple of days. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Bjarni. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Barb. Michael Walker, Colin Dutton. To all my friends out there, thank you so much for the kindness and the support along the way. We really do appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you every time, including Friday. We'll see you then, okay? You guys take good care. Godspeed.
American 28 Falls, Atlanta Center 128.8. Good day.
Charlotte Douglas 52, 4180, descending 17,000.
Launch 5064, contact Atlanta Center 132.62.
3262, Piedmont 6054, have a good day.
2 Brooklyn 5204, solid approach, altimeters are 3013, maintain 17.